What's up, everyone? I'm Brian Wendland, photojournalist at 9 News and diehard Nuggets fan. I'm here with Eric Weedham, who some of you might know as D-Line Co., and we are at the incredible DNVR bar. And we're here to do a little Nuggets for newbies because a lot of people are jumping on the Nuggets train. And there's going to be a lot of lingo and culture stuff that doesn't make sense at first, and there's no one better to explain all of it.
Absolutely. Welcome aboard, by the way. Welcome aboard. Everyone's welcome.
So let's start this off with probably one of the most confusing terms for people that I hope we get to hear in the finals, and that's munder.
Munder. Yeah, very confusing. It's really a contraction between two words. When you hold them under 100 points, you hold the munder. Hold the munder under 100 points. It has a little bit of a foundation in Game of Thrones, but hold the munder.
Which brings us nicely to our next one, because holding them under 100 points is our coach's favorite thing.
Yes.
So what does moach mean?
Moach. We have Coach Malone. Moach. Like, I've learned this long ago. As soon as somebody gets a nickname, it means they're beloved. As soon as people stop just calling him Malone, Michael Malone, Mike Malone, and started to call him Moach, it just meant that, we love Coach. We love Coach Malone. We love Moach.
Michael Malone does not like to be called Mike.
No.
But this next one, people are going to be hearing this hopefully a lot as
Yes.
well in the finals. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
What is that about?
So years ago, when Michael Porter Jr. had a great game in the locker room, when he was getting doused with water by Gary Harris, they were all screaming, "Yeah, Mike! Yeah, Mike!" And I saw that clip. I thought it was hilarious. So then we started to just make it a thing. There was an idea that Michael Porter Jr. took a very high leverage shot in the bubble, and the quote after the game was, "Something just told me to shoot that." And so we made a meme that Michael Porter Jr. was the one telling Michael Porter Jr. to take that shot. And so we just have the image of him whispering, "Yeah, Mike," into his own ear. "Yeah, Mike." So any big three, "Yeah, Mike." or conversely, you'll hear people just going, "Mike, Mike, Mike, Mike," from
Is that Finding Nemo?
Finding Nemo. The seagulls were all perched up and just saying, "Mike, Mike, Mike, Mike."
The team has bought into that one too. They were doing that in the locker room the last time he won the Defensive Player of the Game.
Beautiful.
It's awesome. Next to our beloved Serbian god, Nikola Jokic, you're definitely going to be hearing this in the finals because it's his signature shot. The Sombor Shuffle. What does it mean? What does it look like? Why is it the Sombor Shuffle?
Sombor Shuffle. Some people say it is reminiscent of Dirk Nowitzki. Some people say it's never been seen before. Basically, Nikola Jokic had an injured ankle, and he developed this shot where he's falling back, rises up off of one foot, the opposite foot that you would typically use, and brings his arms up and will just fire these rainbows that just go in, not hitting any part of the rim, pure net. Sombor, that's the city he was born and raised in. He still lives in. And there's a little, we don't know exactly. Chris Marlowe said it. Adam Martin says he said it. It doesn't matter. The Sombor Shuffle is the signature shot of Nikola Jokic, and it is such a treat to behold.
It's getting crazier every time he hits one.
It's getting ridiculous. Like the level, we've seen him hit just such high leverage Sombor shuffles over and over. Every time he does it, everyone's just like, "Oh, Sombor, Sombor." Love it.
Something that just happened to the Lakers. What is take that L on the way out about?
Take that L on the way out. That is one of, if not the most iconic Michael Malone Moach moments after a game. The Nuggets beat the Lakers in what was at that time a pretty Laker fan-filled Ball Arena. That same season, the Warriors did the same thing, kind of took over Ball Arena, Celtics fans. So he was interviewed after the game and asked what he thought about all of these outside fans coming in. He basically said, what we all think, which is everybody's welcome. You can come and cheer on the Lakers, you can come and cheer on the Warriors, but you could just take that L on the way out. So that became another rallying cry, like, all right, come through, but take that L on the way out.
So when you see a Heat fan after we beat them in game 1 and 2 at the stadium. You got to tell them to take
Take
that
that L on the way out.
Where did the vibes are immaculate come from?
Certain points of the season and watching this Nuggets team ascend and just get higher and higher, watching them become what we knew that they always could, and watching things just get better and better. Brendan Vogt, one of my compatriots on the DNVR Nuggets podcast, just started uttering that all the time, like, fellas, the vibes are immaculate. Like, what can you say? That we live in one of the best cities in the world. The Denver Nuggets are unassailably great. Nikola Jokic is hitting sambor shuffles. The vibes are immaculate. Like, this is as good as it gets in sports.
Which brings us to something that's kind of related. All the Nuggets are good.
All the Nuggets are good. Man, you don't know what things are going to take hold and what things are not. After a game in the preseason, I think 2 years ago, watching Facu Campazzo and the rest of the Patchwork Nuggets put together what was like a pretty impressive preseason performance on the podcast, we were just like, every Nugget on this team, like every player that we have is quality. Like, all the Nuggets are good. All the Nuggets are good. So now every time something good happens, we watch a complete game played by the Nuggets. Like, that's the refrain. Everyone's like, hey man, all the Nuggets are good. All the Nuggets are good. It's like, you could just say that now. All the Nuggets are good.
If all the Nuggets are good, there can really only be one Mr. Nugget, though. And, like, what is Mr. Nugget?
Mr. Nugget. Not so dissimilar to, say, Mr. Basketball Indiana. Or it's basically a ceremonial position that we have created within the Denver Nuggets as Nuggets fans looking at the team as the one player that sort of embodies the heart and soul of the squad without being its best player. You know, obviously, Mr. Nugget, by all rights, should probably be Nikola Jokic, but there's something about players like Gary Harris, who was the first owner of that Mr. Nugget mantle, and then Monte Morris, guys that are so integral to the locker room and also just give off the right vibe. They're guys that you just look at, you're like, man, that's Mr. Nugget right there. He is the guy. And so the current holder of the title, Mr. Nugget, is AG, Aaron Gordon. He is the heart and soul of the squad without being the outright best player.
He sacrificed a lot to, like, take on the role.
Yes,
he was the number one player in Orlando.
Absolutely. He was a very well-known player, very well-known in the All-Star games, dunk contest. People knew who Aaron Gordon was. He comes to Denver, exactly like you said. He buys in. He takes on the role of defensive stalwart. It's not about his offense, even though in Orlando he was scoring 25, 30 points a game. Like, you're right. He's taken his role in stride and excelled with it. And, like, what better way to be known as Mr. Nugget?
I think Aaron Gordon is a perfect segue from lingo that you're going to hear during the finals to some culture stuff that's going to pop up.
Sure.
Why does Aaron Gordon wear 50?
Just like
he was 0-0 in Orlando.
It's just like we were talking about. People know Aaron Gordon. The way they know Aaron Gordon is because he was snubbed in the dunk contest. He performed in what I think is widely regarded as the best dunk contest ever between he and Zach LaVine. Aaron Gordon did what, by all rights, and looking back, should have been a perfect score, a 50 dunk, but Dwayne Wade knocked him down. We'll never forgive him. Aaron Gordon clearly will never forgive him. He's now made that his number 50, for the dunk, perfect dunk that ever was.
So, during the finals, Jamal Murray is going to have a good game. He's going to have several good games.
Yes.
We're going to hear the story about his dad making him do push-ups in the snow.
Yes.
What is that about?
So Jamal Murray hails from Kitchener, Canada, just outside Toronto. And it's widely known that Jamal Murray's father, like, raised him to be tough. Like, he taught him a lot of, like, Zen principles, a lot of, like, Kung Fu ideals. And he had him doing push-ups in the snow, like, working through pain. It's something that you've seen now ring true throughout his entire career. Like, the guy is a warrior. He plays through pain all the time. And, like, strangely, he actually gets better when he's injured. I can't quite explain it other than he was doing push-ups in the snow.
This brings us to our last Nuggets culture thing. That
Sure.
As Nikola Jokic is dominating this series, like he probably will, you're going to hear stories that this man used to drink 2 liters of cola a day. So tell me like a little bit about that story, and then like just like what it's been like watching him go from that to the best player in the world.
This is why the story of Nikola Jokic, despite what you'll hear from larger outlets, is so compelling and so interesting. Nikola Jokic comes from the most humble possible roots, from a little city, town, Sombor, in the north of Serbia, where he would play against adults when he was a kid. They all called him a fat kid. Like, you see photos of him when he was younger. Everybody likes pulling up these hilarious photos of like fat little Nikola Jokic. He used to drink famously two liters of Coke a day. He said the last Coke he drank was when he got on the plane to come to Denver, Colorado. But there's something about like watching this man who has been blessed or cursed, if you ask him, with supreme basketball gifts, slowly understand what it is and who he is, and start to take his diet seriously, his workout regimen seriously, his focus much more seriously, and it's now gotten to the point where he's literally unstoppable. It started off where it's funny, he's this fat guy you can kind of push around, and now he's unmovable. Like, he's like a live oak. You just look at the back of Nikola Jokic's arms during any series. You can see the warfare that is being waged against him. And these huge centers can't move him. So all they can do is scratch him. Like, you'll just see blood on the back of his arms. So this is why it's so compelling. He's like, in so many ways, people can relate to him in the way that he started, drinking all this Coke. And like, now it's to the point where you can't relate to him anymore because he's just so transcendent. Like, all you can do is follow.
Eric, thanks a lot for taking the time out to do this. Thanks for inviting me to this amazing bar. Let's go Nuggets.
Let's go Nuggets. All the Nuggets are good.
All the Nuggets are good.
That's awesome.